Well guys, we're back after another pulling video. My camera woman looks much prettier than Ryan, I must say. It's gonna be a video just Amber and I. We're gonna be tractor pulling. We'll try to get her in one of these things one day, but for now, we're up here in Putnam County at the second annual tractor pull. It's a very new event, not a ton of people here or pullers. Hopefully get some more tomorrow on Saturday. But for now, we're gonna have an awesome weekend, 2 days packed into one video. But we're gonna get the tractors unloaded, truck unloaded, and hopefully we'll get Amber running one of these things around the pits or something. All right, we got everything unloaded. We had to fix the chains on the back of this boy from our burnout attempt, and we've got some 3/8 chains on here now, all welded up, new hooks on the frame. I just want to point out that my weld's held, guys. We literally just snapped the hook in half, so we're all good there. We're gonna pull it out on the track. Damn. Hey girl, you single? Sorry for the blurry footage here. It's just kind of nighttime out here, but we're about to be out here tracking the lights. What do you think about my painter? Rowdy, ain't it?
Oh yeah, very bumpy.
What?
It's bumpy.
It's not supposed to be bumpy. All right, we're gonna get pulled out here in the pits, or we're in the pits out here on the track with everybody else. Come out and get the tractor. This truck is dirty. We didn't get a chance to wash it or do nothing. So we're pulling at an oval or a round track. I think this fella bought it. That's a tractor puller. He bought the place. Now he's just gonna do a bunch of tractor pulling with it. So this is a long track. I think they're gonna kind of set the sled at whatever and you stop whenever you feel like stopping, because this boy is long. Very cool though. I've never pulled on a oval track before. It should be a lot of fun. There's a sweet jump right there. Should have brought the razor. All right, guys, we got a sweet lineup out here. We got that triple turbine powered tractor right there. We've got a triple Hemi tractor right there, mini blowns, all kinds of diesel stuff here. Good turnout for like the first event with very little advertising. We got some more minis right there, some V8s, all kinds of cool stuff. We got a diesel tractor about to run. I think this is a Hot Farm or something, or Super Farm. Go check that boy out. There were some strong running farm tractors, if I do say so myself. All kinds of cool stuff coming. Handful this time. What did you think about that?
You did really good.
Just don't know. Obviously, we didn't have enough weight on the front because that thing was like pulling wheelies like crazy. This track's hooking way better than I ever thought it would, but We learned a lot. We need to find some more weight for the front of the tractor tomorrow night. But boy, is that thing running so much better since we fixed the water injection system that had a massive issue. So we have so much track to play with. Hopefully we'll get a good hook with the pulling truck and really see what kind of potential it's got. So, some of the changes we made just recently. So check out that thing. It's an alcohol engine. He's working out the details on it.
That was good.
So it's looking like we're gonna be pulling last tonight with a semi, and it's just how it goes since of our weight class. There are lots of modifieds here. We got a jet tractor, I can say jet, a turbine powered, whatever the actual term is for it, but it's here, all kinds of cool stuff. Check this stuff out. This Ford modified has got the engines hooked directly to each other, which is really similar to our 3-engine pulling tractor. And it makes me wonder if that's 1 or 2 starters on it, because they're hooked up together. And I wonder how they clock the engines or anything like that, but a lot of these other guys run clutches on the back of each engine nearly, and that's how they connect them together, like one-way clutches, so they can run individually and start them up individually. Made our way over the other side, got some My Mom's Barbecue. Get your kids' cup. And boiled peanuts smell good too. All right, it's finally that time of the night. We're getting ready to hook the semi. I've got our rear chain set up, ready to go. Then they're gonna put some more weight in the sled, and hopefully they don't stop us at half track. Hopefully we can light the turbo. We're gonna get pulled up there and cross our fingers, everything goes right. So look, I get it, guys. You've just seen the video of us sled pulling a truck. It seems like it's not getting a ton of smoke. And a lot of that is because I didn't pick a high enough gear, and we were still spinning the tires, but not loading the engine up a lot. So it's not pouring a ton of smoke. We've got all the fuel pressure we need. Everything is there. But this ECM, the 40-pin ECM that's in this Cat engine, just does not let this engine spin over like 2,900 RPMs. After talking to our friends at Jerry Martin and Jerry Martin Jr., Jerry Martin Truck Repair, they said we really need to go to a 70-pin ECM, which will let us spin 3,500 to 3,700 RPMs, because these Caterpillars really make the brunt of the power at like 3,200 RPM. So, and then you'll start seeing more smoke come on and lower EGTs, things like that. So I'm just glad that the suspension's working now and we're lighting the turbo, no issue. You just gotta get more RPMs out of it and a better ECM. So we're up here the next morning, we got the semi driving it around town. We're gonna have to invest in a smart car to put up on the front of the trailer so we can unload it and go drive around whenever we go places. But Amber wants some oysters, so we're gonna find her some oysters. We're here at Corky Bill's Seafood and Steaks in Palatka. So what do you love about boogers in a shell?
I like their sliminess.
That's so gross. You like you like what?
I like the sliminess.
All right, well, hopefully they got some gator meat in here.
It's goobers.
Those are just
They're actually really big.
I want to see you eat one.
No, I don't. I'm probably not going to eat it the right way, so people will call me out on it.
Oh, how do you just look at that and be like, yum? I think I want to eat some of that right now. My mouth is literally watering from like...
Look at the poop.
No, my mouth is watering from like nausea just looking at that. What is that?
Horseradish.
Oh gosh. So nasty. Oh, it's... All right, guys, we're back out here for day 2 of some truck and tractor pulling here in Putnam County, Satsuma, Florida. We're gonna get over here to the semi, get it ready, get the tractor ready. We're gonna be starting. We're gonna hook first the semi tonight, and then for the whole event, and then we're gonna hook the tractor afterwards. So Amber and I can get out of here and get back to the kids. This is our first night with no kids since we've had them. So she's itching to get back home to them, and it's just been fun us getting out and being kidless for a little while. We do miss the children, and my wife definitely misses them. So I think she's over in the semi taking a nap, but I think we're good to go. I'm gonna pick a little bit higher gear tonight. Last night I ran a little bit lower gear because I want to snuff it, but I think the sled is set pretty light taking off, so we shouldn't have any issues getting up and running hard and fast tonight. So I'm gonna go in a little bit higher gear and see what happens. Tell you what, guys, this is a jam up track. They had it covered up, so it's got a lot of good moisture in the ground. It's not too dry. It's kind of dry out here, but it's Florida. Amber's got her hot seat right here. What are those?
What are those?
Those are my Family Dollar sneakers. I forgot one.
All right, time to get the lawn chair out of there. Boy, them steps look fresh. You need help? Are you sure? They're starting to line stuff up out here. There's that Ford modified from last night. Pretty cool tractor. We're the first to hook tonight. They're doing us a favor so we can get out of here and go home and see the kids. Something like one of these trailers would be the cat's meow. These guys pack these boys in there. They're gonna put 4 tractors in this trailer before they head home, or 3 tractors and a side-by-side or something. It'd be nice if we could have the truck, tractor, and a smart car and a shower, and maybe some bunk beds up in the front of a trailer like that. but it is coming soon. I'm really pumped about that stuff. Hope you guys are enjoying the pulling videos. I know it's been a couple weeks since we've done it. We won't be sled pulling again until the first weekend of April, so we have a month off. We're going to the Mid-America Trucking Show with this boy and the Tractor Taxi. We're going to be doing a bunch of work to both of them, getting them ready for the Mid-America Trucking Show. Hope to see you all there. We got to work on the cat. I'm definitely before we hook it again, I'm gonna do my best to convert this thing to a 70-pin ECM. Sorry for the tractor in the background, that big old blower motor somewhere around here. Like I said, guys, the pulling truck is extremely limited with the 40-pin cat ECM that's in it. We've upgraded that fuel system. It's got all the fuel pressure it needs. The ECM is maxed out on tuning. We've got the cam, the injectors, we've got everything to make this thing run, but we just don't have the correct ECM so they can get the proper RPMs. After talking to some guys like Jerry Martin up in Pennsylvania, I think, Jerry Martin Jr., he gave me a little bit of insight. It's just like this ECM is ever going to let us spin to like 2,900 RPMs. We got the shutting off issue fixed with a boost pressure regulator, but we're just never going to see those RPMs we want until we go to what's called a 70-pin cat ECM, which is on the C15 and newer trucks, where it can at least spin like 36 to 3,700 RPMs, because these Caterpillars really make power around the 32 to 3,300 RPMs, and we're only making 2,800 RPMs going down the track. And the reason it's popping like crazy going down the track is the ECM is like freaking out, doesn't know what to do, because it's just limited to where it's at, because it's old technology. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna wrap all this stuff up, head back to the shop, and maybe continue this video at the shop. Well, folks, we're back to the shop after some tractor pulling, or actually a little bit later in the week. We've released some other videos in the meantime, but we're getting ready to go tractor pulling again this weekend. Figured what better way to end off our fun we had at the last pulls with Amber and I than starting off a fresh video working on the garden tractors. You guys remember that little tractor when we got it up in Tennessee? I sent my brother Aaron to go get it. We got it all done the last night and the night before, and this thing's ready to rip. Let's go over what all we did to it, and if you guys are interested in building one or want us to build you a garden tractor, we're going to go into garden tractor building business. Tonight we're going to be building a rear axle for Deuce's Wild because we blew it up. But anyhow, so we started with a 1440 Cub Cadet. I'll throw the picture up here of it when we bought it. It had the mower deck underneath it and everything. Let's start at the front, Ryan. If you go down under, you'll see where I did some cutting and welding. We dropped the front axle a good 3 inches down. We got some Midwest Super Cub parts on here. We buy all of our parts for garden tractors from Midwest Super Cub and a few pieces from Vogel, but mainly from Midwest. We got some real wheels, front and rear. We've got some tri-rib tractor tires, some Carlisle Super Lug 26 by 12 by 12 rear tires, and some Volga Manufacturing aluminum wheels on the rear. These tires, if any of you are familiar with Carlisle Super Lugs, are no longer made. I found both of these rear tires brand new. This guy had them, never mounted, new old stock basically, never ran. And we paid a pretty penny for them, but we got them. And the reason we got these is because they're the best you can freaking get when it comes to garden tractor pulling in the stock class and youth class. Come around back here, we've got a Midwest Super Cub Rilly bars, bumper bars, wheels, and a Midwest Super Cub hitch. We got our kill switch back here, which you have to have, so whenever this thing starts up and it's running, you pull that thing out when you're hooked to the sled operator can, chain comes loose, whatever it may be, it shuts the tractor off. So it's actually a breakaway switch from a trailer that's wired into the coil, so when you pull that cable, it grounds the engine coils out and boom, shuts them off. Ready? So anyhow, our 1440 Cub Cadet project is completely done. I have my buddy Donnie come up here and buff it out, and this thing looks brand new. Plan on putting my little boy Gunner on here, which he's not even 2 yet. People can judge all they want. We got another seat that'll be here tomorrow that's got some like supports on the side of it and a seat belt. We can strap him in there. We'll get the new seat put on it. Underneath the hood, we didn't really do much. Just cleaned it up, checked oil and stuff like that. We did put fresh oil in the rear axle. Didn't really do anything, change that. It's still a hydrostat, which is not the best for sled pulling, but we're going to try it out. If anything, we may have to go to a manual transmission in the future. And then we removed everything that had anything to do with the rear deck lift system, which had a rod that came up here. The PTO clutch is still in the front, which I honestly just forgot about to remove it. But other than that, this little puller is done, ready to go. We got water in the rear tires. Only thing we need to do is find a way to put some weight underneath the front axle because it is very light. But get into the rest of the night. If you guys remember, well maybe not, I didn't really tell anyone, but we blew up the rear end in Deuces Wild. And I called up our friends over at Midwest Super Cub. I was like, look, we need to make this thing bulletproof where it's never going to break again. So we got a extremely heavy duty ring and pinion, some 30mm axles. Look at them boys, some things are beefy. In order for these to fit, they had to send us some axle tubes that are machined out bigger. So we're gonna work on assembling this thing, get all these parts out of these boxes, and go from there. Look at that. So this is Midwest Super Cub's custom heavy duty carrier. That boy ain't no joke. Look at that thing.
So that,
Holy crap.
that's the rear.
What's this part called, Ryan?
Looks like the rear diff.
Rear differential. Yes, sir. That thing is no joke. Pretty slick, eh?
Yep.
Well, there's that. I think we got the old broken. Let's see. All right, we need to show them the broken parts. So over here, when this thing broke, it stripped all the teeth off that carrier, but it also broke the snout here, which is the carrier bearing parts. If we got any of those parts broken around here, but anyhow, it's broken. So we're gonna rebuild all this stuff, and there's all new bearings and everything right here. I've never rebuilt one of these this far intense. I've been into them and made repairs and fixed oil leaks and stuff like that, but this is all new. We'll figure it out. Well, folks, Nick and I stayed up here and worked till 12:30 and got all the tractors going. Ryan left at like 7 o'clock.
It was 9:30.
And didn't even get his own tractor running.
It was 9:30.
7:30.
It was
Your
9:30.
time is off. I found a fuel cap, by the way, in case you were wondering. Got a fuel cap put on your tractor since you lost it. And we're ready to go garden tractor pulling. There's supposed to be a bunch of them here. This is supposed to be a big pull here in Florida. We'll find out. They're making it sound like it's going to be over 100. It's like a bunch of little pissed off ants everywhere. But we got all of them put back together. Got the rear end and Deuces Wild. I don't know if it's going to hold up or not. Nick got the V-twin right here ready to go. A lot of you guys don't really know about these two. I mean, we made a video with Viper, but we didn't really make a video with this V-twin. This one used to belong to a friend of mine named Jesse, and we bought it from a fella that he sold it to. Bought both of these at the same time. And this one still needs a little bit of work, needs some front axle work and to go through. We did put a bigger clutch in it because it was slipping, but these are all just like constantly needing work machines. But we're loaded up, headed to the Ocala tractor pulls, and hopefully run into some folks there.